Item B, report on 2012-2013 start of school activities.
We actually had two activities that we did. First was a new teacher in processing and orientation session. In the past years, that has been run over 2.5 days. We tried a little different format this year because some of the feedback we got in past years was that 2.5 days they were cramming all that information in and they never got time to process it. So this year we tried it over one full day and 3 half days. And afterwards we did a little survey to see how that went and what they liked about it and what they didn't like about it. All of the teachers surveyed agreed that the in-service was worthwhile, that it was necessary. One of the things that they liked most and was most beneficial, they felt, was the opportunity to meet the other teachers. And by also doing it over a full day, we were able, during one full day and 3 half days, we were able to bring the mentors in, and they actually got to have lunch with the new teachers for the first time. In past years they didn't. Several of the new teachers thought that was great, giving them the opportunity to also then have time after that lunch to meet with their mentors, which was something else that we added. Another thing that we added this year, because we were approached by a bank, the F&M Bank provided a meal for us along with our usual Pizza Hut luncheon, so we had several meals provided. F&M Bank also brought in material from the community to give out to the new teachers, which was a connection that we haven't done in the past, so they like that. I did enjoy one of the comments that we received on this, that Darren Price needs to get a restaurant ASAP. That luncheon was great. I mean, Pizza Hut is excellent also. I mean, we were very blessed to have both of those, but that was exceptional. So looking at the new teacher in processing, one of the things that I'm seeing is a possible improvement for the future. One of the things they're saying is they didn't get time to meet in their buildings, and if there's anything that we could do to improve that, now that we have time that they meet with their mentors. We also do the in-processing with the business forums, and maybe trying to get some time that they actually go into the buildings and learn how their building works would be the only thing that I saw that we really need to improve. They enjoyed the half days. They liked that because it gave them time to process at their own speed instead of trying to cram more and more material. So new teacher in processing orientation, I think, was a great success. So, any questions on that one? The other one was our back-to-school activities, which were held this year on August 29th. In the past, we brought in a motivational speaker. We decided to do something different this year, not have a motivational speaker and get them done with their activities by noon. Overwhelmingly, that was a big hit. The teachers, especially the teachers, enjoyed the additional time that they had to get into their classrooms, to do planning, to be ready for their open houses, or just to get their classrooms ready. So that was a big hit. Mixed reviews on the speakers. Some liked them, some didn't. Of course, I did include in there that Mr. McMullen's address was upbeat and supportive, and that was definitely the highlight of all of it. So, but and the opportunity to hear the choir was also a nice little relaxing point. But probably the hit of everything was the skit this year, and it is. I just want you to know we are ready to take it on the road. Broadway, here we come.
It was good.
Yeah. So, and if you missed it, I'm sorry. There are no recordings of it. We didn't allow that this year.
That you know of.
But overall, I think, my plan, and I would hope that every 3 years or so we bring in that motivational speaker, and on the other years have the teachers done by noon and change up the format about every 3 years. So, and I think that the teachers liked it and enjoyed it. So it's good to have also Dr. Evers there and Cindy speaking. I think keeping everything upbeat and positive was. So I guess at this point, I don't know how much we're going to change for next year, tweaking it a little slightly, but there's nothing that really was a major change that we need to make. So. Questions?
We've seen surveys from other activities that we've had, and I'll just say it again, I really like to see these. I think they're important, and I know both you and Mrs. Zardy look at them and make changes if you get feedback. I mean, I think that attention to detail on these things for teachers is important. one of the things that you mentioned that I saw, there seemed to be a certain tension between finding the presentations interesting and motivational, but wanting to get into the classroom. I got work to do. And that seemed to come out in that, and it sounds like that was obvious as well, and that you'll tweak it or...
That's what we've heard it from past years. We really want the time in the classroom, and that's why this year my goal and I think our goal overall was to get them done by noon and have that opportunity and see how they reacted to that. The reaction that I've had has been very positive. Please, let's continue with that. But yet they also, the teachers that I've talked to on the years that we would have a major speaker, realize that year we can't get out by noon and still get the things done that we need to do. And they understand that. I mean, I don't think anybody with last year's speaker, Mark Scherenbrock, was disappointed to sit there through it. He was excellent. But I don't know that that's something we need to bring in every year. Greg said next year he would do it for us. Guaranteed to have us out by 9:15, did you say?
Probably.
Okay. And I think, when you say that we listen and make these changes, I mean, some of my second-year teachers are like, you're doing half-days? That's what we wanted last year. I said, yes, because of your input, we made those changes, and that's, and I think it's important that they see that we are willing to make changes and continue to try to improve it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.